If you've ever run a speed test on your Shopify store and thought, everything looks fine, so why does it feel slow? You're not imagining it? This is one of the most misunderstood problems in e-commerce, and it's costing store owners money without them realizing why. Because here's the truth, speed tests don't measure what customers actually experience. They measure technical benchmarks. Customers feel interaction friction, and those two things are not the same. A Shopify store can score green across page speed insights and still lose conversions every single day. Let's break down why. Most speed tests focus on first load metrics. Time to first byte, largest contentful paint, total blocking time, all important, but incomplete. Customers don't just load a page and stare at it. They scroll, they tap, they click variants, they add items to cart, they open drawers, they go to checkout, and that is where most Shopify stores quietly fail. Because as stores grow, interaction latency increases. Every app injects JavaScript, every script listens for events, every tracker competes for execution. So while the page technically loads fast, it responds slowly, buttons hesitate, menus lag, checkout steps pause for a split second, and that split second is everything. The human brain is extremely sensitive to delayed feedback. If you tap something and nothing happens immediately, your brain registers uncertainty. Not consciously, emotionally, that uncertainty reduces trust, and reduced trust lowers conversion rates. This is why many store owners feel confused. Analytics say traffic is good, speed scores look fine, yet sales feel harder than they used to be. What's happening is not slow loading, it's slow interaction. And most basic hosting environments are not optimized for this kind of real-world complexity. They handle static delivery well, they struggle with dynamic execution under load. Now let's connect this to Shopify specifically. Shopify itself is fast. The problem is everything layered on top of it. Apps, themes, custom scripts, third-party integrations. These don't just add weight, they add coordination problems. Each script wants priority. Each one blocks or delays another. And unless the hosting environment is optimized for concurrency and execution efficiency, the experience degrades. This is why two stores using the same theme and apps can feel completely different in practice. One feels snappy, the other feels heavy. The difference is not the storefront, it's the infrastructure handling execution. This is where high-performance platforms like Kinsta matter, not because they magically make pages load faster, but because they handle execution paths more efficiently. That means faster server responses when users interact, not just when pages load. Less waiting after clicks. More immediate feedback, smoother transitions. And again, customers don't articulate this. They don't say, the JavaScript execution latency was too high, they just leave. Another overlooked factor is traffic spikes. Speed tests are usually run in isolation. One user, one request. Real stores experience concurrency. Dozens, hundreds, sometimes thousands of users interacting at the same time. Weak infrastructure buckles under that pressure. Response times fluctuate, queues form, execution slows. Even brief slowdowns during peak hours can damage conversion momentum. This is why many stores report that sales randomly drop during promotions or traffic surges. Nothing breaks, nothing crashes. It just feels worse, and customers feel it instantly. Professional e-commerce operators plan for this. They don't just ask, is my store fast? They ask, is my store fast under pressure? That's a different question, and it requires a different foundation. Kinsta is built around predictable performance, not best-case benchmarks. It's designed to keep interaction smooth even when complexity and traffic increase. Which is exactly what growing Shopify stores need, because growth always adds weight. Growth always adds scripts. Growth always adds pressure. And without infrastructure designed to absorb that pressure, performance decays quietly. So, if your Shopify store feels slower even though tests say it's fast, don't ignore that instinct. Your customers are feeling it too. Speed is not a number, it's a feeling. And feelings decide whether people buy.